From the scenes of the Great Resurrection and from the metaphorical things that the Sharia texts came up with, the balance, the Almighty said, and we place the scales of justice for the day of resurrection, so no soul will be treated unjustly at all. And if there is, even, the weight of a mustard seed, we will bring it forth. And sufficient are we as accountant, which indicates that this balance is accurate, neither increases nor decreases, and based on its weight people are distinguished, whoever is a successful survivor in the gardens of paradise, and whoever is a loser perishing in the owners of hell. Will we take a pause with ourselves, a pause in which we review our actions that will be weighed in our scales? Are we sure that our good, evil, and the good of our deeds, and all of that will be placed in this delicate and venerable balance? The Almighty said, that day, you will be exhibited, for judgment, not hidden among you is anything concealed. The Muslim nation has its weight, value, and status, and one of its great men is the one who weighs a nation, and this is Abu Bakr the friend, about whom Umar ibn al-Khattab said, if the faith of Abu Bakr and the faith of the people weighed, then the faith of Abu Bakr would most likely be. He preached to the companions of the Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, after his death, and said, whoever of you used to worship Muhammad, Muhammad is dead, and whoever of you used to worship Allah, Allah is alive and does not die until the nation came to its senses after the death of the Prophet of the nation. Islam weighs a person with the true balance, with his inherent metal, which rises with the height of his faith. Principles, values, and morals, and that human freedom is in the perfection of his servitude to his Lord, and the basis of his distinction from others is piety. Indeed, those who have believed and done righteous deeds, their Lord will guide them because of their faith. Beneath them rivers will flow in the gardens of pleasure. O Allah, weigh our balances with good deeds and make us among the quickeners of good deeds. I ask Allah's forgiveness for me, for you, and for all Muslims and Muslim women. It should be taken care that everyone here should have a heavy balance on the day of resurrection. If he took his bed from the night, he would say, in the name of Allah, O Allah, forgive me my sin and my satanic sin. Unwind my bet and weigh my balance and make me in the higher due, and this, as some scholars have mentioned, is a prayer for the sake of supplications that combine the good of the world and the hereafter. So make sure to attend to it whenever I want to sleep. And the slave should also be careful about the works that weigh down his balance and outweigh his reward, including saying, two beloved words to the merciful, light on the tongue, heavy in the balance. These hadiths have shown that there are good deeds and obediences that weigh down the balance of the slave on the day of resurrection, and the greatest of these deeds is the word of monotheism, a testimony that there is no God but Allah and that Muhammad is the messenger of Allah, as stated in the famous hadith of the card. Keep the commands of Allah and work with his diseases and do well, you will find the result of that about Salman the Persian. He said, prayer is a reward, whoever is more faithful to him, whoever is kinder, you have learned what Allah said in the Mutaffifin. Believing in the balance has many fruits, including establishing the argument over people and showing the justice of Allah. May he be exalted, and that he does not oppress one iota. And one of them is the look of the winner's eyes when seeing the expedited missionaries before entering paradise. And one of them is minimizing what the oppressed receives in this world, that Allah will punish him for those who wronged him on the day of resurrection, which gives him peace of mind, satisfaction and peace of mind. And one of them is that the slave is upright on the religion of Allah, because he knows that he is being held accountable and punished on the day of resurrection, and to do good deeds, and to leave sins and sins